What's up, SmackNPie? It's your boy Waru back again with another video. Guys, I gotta talk about Abel. Frickin' Abel. We got Abel the Disabled memes. Shout out to all disabled people out there. You guys are actual heroes to me, regardless of what people say or think. No sarcasm. This is all Smack script, by the way. Today, we're going to talk about what will be Abel's role in episode 3 of Skybound's The Walking Dead final season, and how things will play out for him and for people around him because of him. So this is going to be an interesting video. Make sure to watch till the end, and let's see if this video can get 500 likes. That'd be freaking epic. And without further ado, let's do this. To start off, we're going to look at what we know about him from previous episodes. We met him at that train station when we went there with Violet and Lewis alongside AJ to try to get food that was left after the explosion. We encountered him with a couple of options which turns out to be effective and actually have an impact on the story in some way. In episode 1, he was presented as this hungry random guy who smokes and got different color eyes, which is really interesting, and that explains his past in these woods as well, which we're going to get into in just a minute. Now here's what Smack originally wrote in the script but got cut out because he was supposed to narrate. But anyways, this is what Smack said. Oh dear, and I quote, "This dude acts like this weird pedo guy around Clem, acts strangely." Now, I do want to come clear, as you know, I wrote most scripts, and before episode 2, we said that Abel is a pedo, and you guys were angry in the comments saying that it's wrong to say that without any concrete evidence, which is kind of true, so I apologize for that. So from now on, I'm going to say arguably pedo. Cool? Again, that quote was from Smack. If you get offended, do not DM me, DM him. Anyways, it didn't take players enough time to put together their thoughts on this guy that he's indeed part of some big group out there. How can we say that? Well, it's because when we were out there in Safe Zone hunting for food, we found out that someone sabotaged our traps. Marlon and Brody knew about this more than anyone, which led us to believe at that time that there's something bigger here. After that, you can either shove him into packs of walkers, which is hilarious, or just let him take food and he'll leave. Either way, you're gonna throw an impression on him and he's gonna do the same, but the other way around. Now, when Brody heard about this, she got upset and went into an argument with Marlon in the basement, where we found out that 10 sisters were not killed but traded by Marlon to those raiders, which Abel is a part of. It didn't take Brody enough to realize that, but it definitely raised more questions for other members as well. Brody also mentions that they'll come back and that Marlon was planning to trade Clementine and AJ for the school's safety. So apparently Abel is now a part of a group or raiding group that trades kids, no food, no weapons, just kids, which is pretty odd. Then in episode 2, we meet him again, but this time with Lily, which was really interesting. Not only he's a part of this group who's suspect big time, but also he's a partner to our old rival Lily, who's enough to believe that she's always part of something suspect and evil in an apocalypse. He was given a mid-role in episode 2. He was heavily promoted as a partner for Lily, and wherever she goes, he's with her. Looks like there's more to the story than we know. This dude was fighting with one arm, like bruh, seriously? Even after getting hits from Clem and AJ, he was still going for it. In the end, when Clem and Abel fell down after fighting, he broke his own leg, and he was still going on. Then get Rosie, the freaking dog, bit his arm, and he was still alive later on. Like, bruh, this is like the most overpowered villain I've seen in a long time. Like, even Lily's weakness was shown, but this dude, my god. But yeah, now that we know who he is and what's happening, let's move on. After all of that mess, in the ending of episode 2, Abel was still alive after all this. Not only that, but the way they ended was something like this. "You're dead, sucker!" I don't know why Smack put that in the script, but whatever. But seriously though, the ending let people imagine, well not imagine, but quite surely people realize what's about to happen next. They captured school kids, and now we want to get them back by raiding Delta. And the only person that can help us is Abel. A few weeks ago in the Reddit AMA, we made a video on that as well, in which they made it clear that Abel interrogation, aka torture, is going to be a thing for episode 3. Not only that, but it's going to be up to players how much extreme they want to go for. or if they want to go at all. This shows us that Abel's going to play a big role in episode 3. Now obviously there are two ways this can go. Number one, you can either show mercy, as one of the achievements for episode 3 hint at that, which will lead to hopefully him cooperating alongside, aka helping you by turning from bad guy to good guy, which I highly doubt, but it's a possibility. Or number two, we can torture him to the extreme point where he has no choice but to tell you the location and all that good stuff. At the same time, this is going to be a really interesting point for school kids, as we're going to see for the first time how much evilness their hearts actually got. I personally believe that you showing mercy or going all in is not going to affect them and going alongside you, as going to Delta might not be a thing for Abel. Either he's going to come along or he might not. There's a video coming soon for people who are going to die in episode 3, and call me crazy, I actually call Smack crazy since he thinks that Abel is going to die in episode 3, either by his own people or something else will happen to him during the fight, like getting killed by the other community. Yeah, oof. But regardless, the possibilities are interesting and exciting. Abel has definitely made a mark, a negative one so far, but can he redeem himself by helping us and putting his life on the line to do the right thing at the end of episode 3? He could become the highlight of episode 3, who knows, but remember that this is just a theory and pure speculation. Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video and want to see more, make sure to smash that like button and support us by checking the link in the description, and subscribe to this channel to become an official member of the SmackNPie. This is Waru signing out. Yeet!